The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has given the green light to a new medication that will track whether a patient is following their prescription. Some ethicists, though, say it's a tough pill to swallow. Tashana Reed with more on what is being called a digital pill. Tashana.
Well, Heather, I'm going to go right into explaining exactly how this works. So what this is it's a medication that is embedded with a sensor, and this is something that the patient would take and ingest orally. And so the sensor contains a copper and magnesium and silicon part and generates an electrical signal when it comes into contact with stomach fluid. So as the person takes it, it hits your stomach juices, and that is when within a few minutes a signal will be sent out, and that signal is detected by a patch that is worn above the left rib cage. So that patch then sends the date and time of when that pill was ingested to the patient's cell phone app. And so that's what's very interesting here. This is an app that the patient would download on their phone, and I'll show you an image here because from here the patient can tell the application what their mood is at the time, when they've actually rested, and also they can have this information sent to not only their doctor but people that are part of their medical team or support team, so maybe family members or support workers. So this technology was created by a company called Porteous Digital Health, and they teamed up with a pharmaceutical company, and in particular this approval comes for a medication that is for patients with schizophrenia, depression, and bipolar disorder. And doctors are hoping that this will ensure these particular patients to take their medications when they are supposed to, because many people dealing with mental illness don't necessarily take their medications because of some of the side effects. So that is what doctors are hoping for, but many experts saying that this approval is a huge step forward when it comes to digital health.
Well, in what way? I can certainly understand the non-compliance issue, hopefully helping patients who have some concerns there. But how else do doctors see this as being more advantageous?
Well, one of the biggest challenges doctors say is the number of people who don't take their medications accordingly and how they are prescribed to. And what ends up happening is people get sicker. And so what that means is it's costing the United States $100 billion a year. That's what experts say is the final total because of further treatment or hospitalization when people aren't correctly taking their medication. Now, experts also say this technology can help in a vast number of areas, including for people who potentially forget to take their medication. They've also suggested patients who've had surgery and need to take opioids to make sure that they are also taking those appropriately. So there are many other medications similar to this and technologies that are being developed. This approval means that a lot of those can potentially go forward. But as you mentioned, a number of ethical issues as well. Many people saying that this seems a bit Big Brother, having all of this monitoring around someone taking medication.